Uh, Very good evening, students. I would like to welcome you all to this webinar series organized by Board of Studies Operations. Today's topic for the session is stress and anxiety management during CA journey. And we have with us our today's speaker, a great personality and a fellow member of Institute, CA Vinod Kumar sir. He is a FCA and have done American Institute of Certification on Public Accounts. Over 21 years of teaching experience, having monitored 50,000 students. With this brief introduction, I would like to hand over the session to Vinod sir. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am, and for that wonderful introduction. And I'm really very happy to present this seminar. The reason being we are living in this very stressful environment. I hope you agree, last 5 to 10 days were very stressful for all of us. We have seen war and ceasefire. We have seen the stock market going up and down. We have seen our exams getting postponed. Those who were writing the exam, they were under severe stress. They did not know when my next paper would be. Thankfully, the institute has announced the new dates, and now the students are a little bit relaxed. The life of a CA student is never easy because they have so many subjects, such a vast syllabus. The exams are also not very easy. And nowadays you have over information. You have institute material, of course, they are the best, but then the social media is there, YouTube is there. So many lecturers are putting their videos. Something comes on the Telegram channel, and we don't know which one is correct, which one we should refer. There's a lot of peer pressure also. Some of the friends, they say that we have completed the syllabus, and you say that, no, I have not yet started also. I have not done completely. My tax paper is not yet complete. My law paper is not yet complete. So this is, I can understand. When I was a student also, that time we had the same problem, and this is going to be there. We cannot completely eliminate the stress from our life and of course from our CA curriculum also. But yes, we can manage it, we can reduce it, and we can comfortably sail through this very important and very prestigious CA exam. So friends, I'm going to share my experience with you. Madam has already introduced me, but just few more words I would like to tell you that I passed this CA exam in the year 2000, and this is 2025. So I have completed a quarter century of being a CA, and I got rank in all the 3 exams in foundation, inter, and final. That time foundation also had a rank. So I got second rank in CA Foundation, 4th rank in CA Intermediate, 2-4, and then finally in final I got 24th rank. I hope now you'll take me a little seriously. And I also completed the CP exam of USA, Certified Public Accountant exam, which is similar to our CA exam only, and it is recognized in US. So that was my academic background, and I have been coaching CA students since last 22 years, and I have taught more than 20,000 students on face-to-face mode, and last 5 to 6 years we are also providing online. During this period, I got a chance to interact with a lot of students. You can say thousands of students I have interacted with, and based on my experience with dealing with CA students, I'm going to present my today's session. I'm going to tell you some stories, some personal experiences, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy this. So let me start with my first presentation. It is not the pressure that breaks us, it is how we carry it. We have a lot of pressure. Everybody will say that today we are living in a stressful time. Students are not having a very happy face nowadays. They're continuously struggling with the syllabus, the timetable, the faculties. So how do I do? Stress will be there, but don't carry the stress too much on your head. Okay. See, I have this glass of water, you can say. So if I continuously hold it like this, what will happen? If I continuously hold it like this, I'll find that my hands will start paining. So I need to learn how to carry this glass of water bottle. I can keep it for some time. I can again take it when I have to drink the water. So stress is like that. Nobody can say on this earth that they don't have the stress. If there is anybody who can say, I don't have the stress, you just bring that person before me. It is not true. If you have to take the flight, you have the stress whether I'll reach the airport on time or not. If you have the exam, you have the stress. How will be my paper? What the institute can ask? Okay. If you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, again, you have a lot of pressure there that how are they going to react to what you say, how you behave. So you will have the pressure. But the important thing is that you have to learn how to carry that pressure. Exams will be there. Exams will be there. So how do I handle the exam? I'll study. I'll prepare well in advance. I will understand the syllabus. I'll go through past exam questions. So that way you will be able to handle the exam. How do I reach the airport on time? You plan a little bit in advance that if your home is 20 kilometers away from the airport, how much time it takes to reach the airport? You can try 10 minutes before that. Accordingly, you will be able to release a lot of pressure. So I'll tell you, if you do a lot of planning, you will be able to release a lot of pressure and a lot of stress also. I am talking to the brightest students of our country. I'm talking to the smartest student of our country. And therefore, I'm very fortunate that I got a chance to speak to you people. You are coming to one of the toughest exams in India. It is said that out of the top 10 tough exams in our country, CA is one of them. And therefore, it is going to give you some stress. Some stress is okay. Some stress is okay. If you don't have any stress, that is also not welcome. Stress will keep you awake, keep you motivated, keep you work hard, and stress will help you to achieve a lot of things in life. Too much of stress leads to anxiety. So some degree of stress is okay. Too much of stress is not welcome. Too much of stress will lead to anxiety. Too much of anxiety might lead to depression. And all of you know that that's not a very good situation. Therefore, we need to learn how to handle our stress. So I will try to give you through some examples, some anecdotes, some experience of my life, how to manage the stress without losing our sanity and of course without losing our hair. You can see I used to take a lot of stress when I was a student and when I qualified. And where are my hair now? They've all gone. It should not happen with you. You should continue to look smarter. And therefore, how to manage the stress. So therefore, I'll first tell you what is stress. Stress is how do you respond to a challenge. For example, if you are a cricketer and if you know the opponent team has a very good fast bowler, you will be under stress. The stress would be how to handle that fast bowler or a very good bowler. Similarly, when you go to the exam, you have the stress. What will happen if I get a difficult paper? What happens if I get a question which I have not prepared or something is asked from a different syllabus or out of the syllabus? So that creates some kind of stress. And stress is usually immediate, something which is troubling you right now. But when you worry about future, when you worry about what will happen to my career, where will I go, and your parents are worried about you. What will happen to my son? My son is not studying. I don't know, God, what will happen to my son? So your parents are not in a stress. Your parents are in an anxiety mode. They are more stressful than you. You have the stress of the next exam. Your parent may have the stress of the career of the kid. Last few weeks, we have seen this. Those of us who are away from the border, India-Pakistan border, they had stress. They had stress because, yes, anything can go wrong. But imagine those who are near the border, those who stay in Jammu Kashmir or Punjab or nearby Delhi, they must be in the state of anxiety because there were sometimes the power cut for the whole day or in the night, and we are in midsummer. So those people were very, very anxious. So that's the difference between the stress and anxiety. I gave you just one example. I want to drink water, but if I hold the glass for a few seconds, it will give me some kind of stress. For some time, if I continue to hold it, it is going to give me some kind of stress. So what I need to do, I need to learn how to manage the stress, hold the glass properly, okay, and keep it down. If you continue to hold some worry for a long time, it will become your stress. So let me understand why CA students are feeling the heat of the exam or the stress. So this chart will help you to understand why, first of all, we get the stress as a CA student. Look at the syllabus. I'll tell you, your syllabus is 4 times more than what we had studied 25 years back, maybe 10, maybe more than 4 times now. In our time, we had only 14 accounting standard, and now you have 29 accounting standard. And for CA final student, you have more than 40 standards to be read, plus the number of questions that have gone up like anything. You have questions to be studied from RTP, MTP, suggested answer. Okay. So the syllabus is like average plus Himalaya together. So difficult or so vast, I would say. I would not say difficult because if you prepare well, it is not difficult, but it is vast. Like it is like climbing Himalaya or Everest. Okay. And then the second reason why the student is in the stress, family. Some movie had also come on CA. Of course, the father is always after the life of the student. Array, you have completed 4 attempts, you have given 5 attempts, and you are not able to pass. What is this? Come, sit in the shop. And of course, your uncle, aunt, brother, sister, your neighbor people, they're going to continuously ask you, when is your exam? What was your result? Array, this time also you did not pass. Mohan has passed. You have not passed. You have not got result. You got only 19 marks. Okay. Oh, you are getting old. You will not be able to pass. Somebody will say you will not get married also till you pass. So these people are creating pressure on you. I understand. Everybody goes through that phase. No CA will say that, no, I have not gone through this phase. And more importantly, you are taking the pressure. You are taking the pressure. Others are, of course, giving you the pressure, but you are taking the pressure in equal amount because you're not prepared. You are focusing on what others are saying rather than knowing your own capabilities. You think that you have not done enough to appear for the exam. These are the self-imposed pressure by the student. And next comes your attempts. The history will tell you that not every CA passes in the first attempt. In fact, as you know, the result is, say, on the higher side, 20%. So, which means if the result is 20%, it means the student, on an average, the student takes how many attempts? If 20% student pass in one attempt, on an average, the student will take 5 attempts on an average. Okay. And that creates the pressure. Because if you take more attempts, what will my parents say? What will my society say? And for final student, he thinks that if I take more attempts, even the job providers, the corporates, the company who hires you, they may also not be very keen to hire you. So the pressure of attempt is always there. Now, in the last about 10 years, the social media has created a lot of pressure. 24 into 7, you are bombarded with one or the other gyan, okay, on the social media. And students are hooked to this social media. I don't know why. Their peers are putting the reel or whatever you call shorts or images, photos. If those who are passing, they are putting a lot of images of their mark sheet, their certificate, their rank certificate, their parents congratulating you, partying, and those who are not able to pass, they just listen to them, they see those videos, and they feel more pressure. Okay? Even the teachers are making reels nowadays. Some teachers are trying to scare the student also. Oh, if you've not done this, very difficult to pass. You have not appeared for the test series. Oh, impossible to pass. You have not learned from my booster course, fast track course. It is very difficult for you to pass. Now, what is this? This is nothing but they are putting a lot of pressure on you. So this is social media or the peer comparison is a big time problem and big time something which gives you a lot of stress. Now we have a lot of technology available in front of us. Most of the students always have either the mobile on or their laptop on. If I sometimes get a chance to see the laptop, suppose I peek on the laptop, I see what he's doing. Then there are hundreds of tabs open. Google is open. Then Instagram is open. YouTube is also open. Some Word file, Excel file, PPT file, Telegram, WhatsApp, and so many apps are open on their either mobile or the laptop. If the technology is there so much, so why don't you take the benefit? Rather, you are clueless. Imagine hundreds of tabs open and you still don't know what to study. That is really a big talent. Okay, our students have become so talented, they just keep moving from one tab to other tab. Okay, so now I'll tell you, winners don't have fewer failures. This is just to motivate you. They just don't stop. You are a CS student, and I have told you our passing percentage. On a higher side, it is 20-22%, which means on an average, a student may take 4 to 5 attempts to pass. But who will become CA? The one who doesn't give up, the one who doesn't stop. So remember, there are so many CAs. I have written one example of a student of mine. His name is Yogesh, and he passed CA exam inter final put together 5 attempts. Okay, and what he's doing right now? A 5 attempt CA. What he's doing right now? He is working in a big 4 firm in US, in New York, and leading a big team. Imagine 5 times CA, 5 attempt CA, and still getting a salary package which you can't imagine. I will just give you a hint. His salary must be in 8 digits. So don't worry. Even if you have failed, it is not the end of the world. Who doesn't fail? Who doesn't fail? Do you think some of the great people, let's say, for example, which you can understand, Virat Kohli. Okay. Virat Kohli, VK. I am also Vinod Kumar VK. We share the initial. Virat Kohli has not made half century or century in every match. But then he has continued. Amitabh Bachchan has made or given first 10 to 12 movies continuous flop. And he's the superstar of our country in the movie industry. So therefore, one or two attempts does not matter. No need to take the stress. The nature of the exam is such that there will be some students who may not pass. Some students can fail, but those students have to get up. And I must congratulate the institute. Now you have given 3 attempts in a year. So don't worry. Immediately after your result, you'll get another 2 months and your next exam would be there. So don't take stress if you don't pass, because we have a lot of people who have never passed in first or second attempt. They're still doing good. And the example is on the screen. My student Yogesh, working in a Big Four in New York. Okay. I have tried my best to give you some strategies to beat the stress. It is very easy to say. I'm telling you, it is very easy to for me. Now I have passed the exam. I have passed CPA. I had 20 years of teaching experience. For me, it is easy to say that how to beat the stress, but not easy. That does not mean we will not try. We have to practice, and you will find that if you practice it slowly and slowly, you will learn how to deal with the stress. You will learn how to deal. See, nobody can say that there won't be any stress. It is not possible. Sometime when we are waiting for a cab and the cab person simply refuses to come, they cancel the cab, and I have to go somewhere very urgent. There is going to be stress. Nobody will say, I don't have the stress. You have to go somewhere and the cab person in the last minute refuses to turn up. You will have some stress. So let us learn how to handle the stress. One of the biggest reasons for stress is that too much of expectation. One, expectation of the family and the society, and you have also too much expectation from your own self. Some students, they come to me and they say, sir, I want to come in the first rank in C exam. Please tell me what I have to do. I'm willing to do everything. Whatever books you will suggest, notes you will provide, I'm willing to do, but tell me how to get the first rank. Now, the student has too much of expectation from himself. It is good. You have a bigger goal. But if you have that kind of expectation from yourself, you will always be under the stress. Suppose you are not able to manage your timetable on a given day. You will come under stress. Oh, my world has come to an end. Sometimes you may not be able to write all 8 papers, all 6 papers nicely. All 6 papers you may not be able to attempt nicely. 1 or 2 papers probably you will not be able to. You will come under tremendous stress because you have too much of expectation. How can I, who is a rank holder in intermediate, cannot get a first rank in final? And your society, your family, they also put pressure by giving a lot of expectation. The father will say, if you don't pass this time, this is our shop. Okay, come. That movie I had seen on some Amazon channel, which was something like that. And the fellow got so much of stress. Then there is too much of competition nowadays. Too much of competition is also not good. Do not compete with your every student. Do not compete with all the people that you see around you. You are not going to live your life just trying to beat them. Enjoy your life. Some competition is good. You are always on your toes. You always try to deliver best. You are always trying to maintain the efficiency. But continuously thinking about the competition will kill you, will keep you under stress for the whole day and for the whole of your life. Look at the teachers nowadays who are teaching online. Because we have to get a lot of students for us, and because now the technology is easily available, See the amount of competition among the teachers now, not just CS teacher or CS teacher, medical, engineering, MBA, competitive exam, too much of competition. Everybody is just waiting for the institute to make some announcement. They will go on the YouTube or Instagram or something like that and start making videos. They don't want to be left behind. 5 o'clock, the exam gets over. 6 o'clock, they start giving analysis, answer of MCQs. Next day, they'll prepare the answer of the entire paper. And again, they will give 1 day fast track before the exam, one night before the exam. They'll give you 50 model questions that you need to study. And one teacher is doing this, the other teacher also does. So I have seen most of the teachers are under tremendous stress. You may find them very happy. It is only on the screen, but behind the scene, they are under stress because everybody is putting so much of efforts to beat the competition that it is getting toll on their health. Many CA teachers may not be enjoying very good health. They can't run for 2 kilometers, or they can't climb 4 or 5 stairs properly because of competition. And when the students are seeing this, they think that this is necessary for survival. This is not necessary for survival. Okay, you can manage within the limited space of competition and you can still survive, and that will keep you stress free. Be what you are. Don't try to copy somebody else. Be your natural self. Every individual is a different personality. God has made everybody a different personality. That is so beautiful thing about human beings. But what we are trying to do, we are trying to copy others. If you are a student, you may see some other student, what he is doing, you are trying to follow him. No, he has his own way of learning. You may have your own way of learning. Similarly, somebody may try to become like some sports star, or like some movie star, or like some influencer, which is happening nowadays. Because your friend has become influencer and he has got thousands of followers, oh, that's a stress for me now. What I am doing, I need also to do the same thing. You will also get up and get involved in making those reels. And the next morning you check, how many subscribers did I add? How many likes did I add? And then that gives you stress because you are not what you are. If you are doing CA course, I hope you have taken this decision consciously. I like to do number crunching. I like finance. I like costing. I like auditing. I like to understand law. Then you are welcome to join this CA course. But then if you say that, no, I don't like number crunching. My father told me to join CA course because he has a practice and he thinks who will take care of his practice. And that is why I'm doing CA course. This is a short recipe for stress and anxiety. Okay, so if you are doing CA course because somebody else has pressurized you to do, I'm sorry, I can't help you. You will remain under stress. So either you start liking this course or you rethink about what you like it and you follow that. Okay. So I'm going to give you some more tips on stress management. For the student, you can reduce your stress to a large extent. This is for the student. If you do little bit of time management, because the stress, most of the students have the exam stress basically. Of course, they have other stress also, some family matter, some relationship matter. I'm not going to discuss that in this forum right now. But we are talking about the exam related stress, the education related the stress. So what I'll suggest, few things, that first you focus on time management. Make a daily plan, what you are going to do for the whole day. Don't put too much of task. in your daily schedule. Too much of task will again bring a lot of stress. You are not going to achieve all those tasks. So I suggest five. Five tasks. If you're a student, only keep maximum 5 tasks per day. These are the 5 tasks I'm going to do. I'm going to attend the coaching. I'm going to do the homework, and I'm going to play some sports. I'm going to relax in certain manner, etc. 5 tasks. Do not involve too many things. I'll go to meet this friend also. I'm going to go to his birthday party also. I'm going to watch the cricket match, IPL also. Then after that, I'm going to watch some movie on the Netflix also. Then I will do homework and etc. You'll not be able to achieve all of them. You'll not be at peace. And I have also learned from my experience that if you reduce the number of activities per day, your life will be at peace. Sometimes don't do anything. On Sundays, I don't do anything. I just relax. Okay. And I feel very peaceful. At the most, on Sundays, I will read the newspaper. Okay. In detail, because on working days, we don't get so much of time. One more thing which I used to practice is called Pomodoro technique. That means 25-minute work and 5 minutes break. Do not work continuously. 20 instead of 25 minutes, you can have your own time. You can decide, like for me it was 1 hour. I used to study 1 hour, take a 5 minute break. I'll just walk, I'll have water, I'll go for a tea, I'll have something to eat. So that again breaks the monotony, and you can come back to your full energy charged situation. Make a weekly goal and follow it. Okay. And see whether you're able to follow or not. More important than putting number of hours per day, it is also important that those hours should be very qualitative. So manage your focus. If I'm studying for 5 hours per day, it is good enough if I was able to focus. If I was able to focus only for 5 hours per day, it is enough. At foundation level, at intermediate level, I will say a 5 hour of focus study is enough for your exam. Maybe the last few days of the exam, you can study a little more, but 5 hours of focus study is good enough for your foundation and intermediate. And if you're a final student, maybe 8 to 10 hours of focus study would be enough. Some students, they say we study 20 hours a day, we study 18 hours a day. I don't know how do they do it. And secondly, whether they're able to focus if they are putting 18 or 20 hours per day. Just don't make the timetable. Follow it also. What is the easiest task on this planet? The easiest task on this planet is to make schedule, make timetable. And what is the most difficult task? The most difficult task is to follow that timetable. Simple example, we want to go to gym. We take the membership of the gym. We purchase shoes for the gym. We purchase clothes for the gym. That is planning, scheduling. But when the time to go to gym comes, sorry, I want to sleep, I want to relax, something like that. So that is not going to help you. That is not time management. So time management means few tasks, focus on what you are doing, ensure that whatever you had planned, you have completed. Then not everybody is perfect. You will not be able to meet your timetable every time. I'll tell you, I had a 1 month timetable which I pasted on my wall so that every day I can see how much I am progressing. And I was a very dedicated student. Focus on studies, not much, because I knew that once I become CA and I joins a big firm, all this is required. So that was my thought process at that time. And for that, I need a very good result. So I had a timetable, but I will tell you, in spite of my best effort, I was also not able to get my timetable 100% perfect. Sometimes I used to miss out. Okay. Some students want that first let me do everything 100% perfect and then I will start. It's not going to happen. Many startup companies, if they think like that, that let us make all the process 100% perfect and then I will launch the startup, it is not going to happen. No big successful business person will have 100% perfection at the beginning and then he will start. So start. The important thing is to start. Even if you start with 10 pages a day, 20 pages a day, 2 hours a day, start. And then as you progress, you can refine. Then there is a saying in Silicon Valley where so many startups have grown that fail early. It is better to fail early and fail cheap rather than you fail at a later stage when a lot of money and time energy has already been spent. That is why Silicon Valley is very popular for startup. They allow them to fail. One of my uh, friend's son, who is right now studying in US, at the age of 20, he has got a venture capitalist funding of $1 lakh. And the venture capitalist said, okay, you want to have some startup to start, will give you money. Don't worry, even if you fail. Same thing applies to us also, student also. You cannot be perfect. Start somewhere and slowly you will improve and try to improve. Then old story, when you were a child, your teacher must have told you that Edison had tried 10,000 times to make a bulb and he did not succeed. Later on, he succeeded. He said, I got to know 10,000 ways in which light bulbs cannot be manufactured. So I did not fail. Every time I was not successful, I got the idea how it should not be done. Same thing will be for our student also. If something doesn't work, change it, refine it, and slowly you will understand. Digital fasting. And very difficult to convince our Insta generation to go for digital fasting. You may not eat actual food, okay with you. You may not sleep, that is also okay with you. But if somebody takes your mobile phone away from you, you will be restless. You will go into depression mode if you don't use your mobile phone for 1 or 2 hours continuously. Now, one student has asked a query that why do courses often feel so overwhelmed when we are trying to stay organized? I will answer that question in a while. First, let me just complete this digital fasting part. Uh, just see, try yourself. Don't use mobile phone in the first 1 hour of the day. When you get up, the first thing that I do, I also do, even though I try not to do, I will open my mobile. I will see whether there is any WhatsApp message, whether there is any Instagram update or something, or whether there is something on the email. And because we also have YouTube channel, we will see how many subscribers were added. So I think many students do that. Okay. But I have also learned that you will be at great peace if you can keep your mobile phone either off or in airplane mode for at least 2 hours. Try this. Think I am a doctor and you have come to me for advice. Sir, I'm not able to concentrate. I am always in anxious mode. What do I do? So I'm telling you that, dear student or dear patient, keep your mobile phones in airplane mode for 2 days. Another thing, notification. Okay. Switch off all the notification except which are very important. Like I'm also using the mobile phone The only notification which I get is the WhatsApp notification, because they are usually work related for me. Of course, family, friends also keep messaging. So I have to keep the WhatsApp message. Mostly, I want to ensure that all my work related, profession related matters do not get delayed. And that also I don't check every minute. Okay. So one or two notifications, okay. But I have seen people are keeping notification of Instagram on, Amazon on, Flipkart on, YouTube on, WhatsApp on, Telegram on. So throughout the day, the mobile phone is continuously ringing for one or the other reason. The actual purpose of phone was that somebody should call you and pick you up. That is not there. Other than that, everything happens every minute. And interesting part, if you don't get notification for 2-3 hours, you'll get anxious. Okay, I'm really surprised on not getting notification also, as if the world has forgotten you. You are important person. The world should remember you and keep sending you notification. Does Instagram care whether you pass or not? Instagram is there to make their own money, to increase their own valuation. Our institute does care that you must pass. That is why they have organized a lot of seminars for you, and you follow that. One trick which you can follow on your mobile phone, all this Facebook, Instagram, you don't keep on the home page. Keep it at the end and put them, all of them, under some kind of folder so that it is not easily accessible, and keep all the notification off. I tried this and it works. If the social medias are not on the home page, and if it takes some efforts to reach them, then usually we'll be less inclined to use them. Usually, of course, you will use it. It is not difficult to find where they are, but it reduces. Now, build your support circle. Have family members with whom you can talk. Okay, talk to your friends, some good friends who can guide you, motivate you, understand you, and give you good support. Talk to your mentors. Teachers are mentors. In office, your seniors can be mentors. Don't study alone for the whole day. That will again create some kind of problem or anxiety. Preferably join the study groups. Even our institute has a lot of study groups, and they are very, very useful. They help you to mix with people. You can improve your communication skill. You learn different experiences. You get different viewpoints. So I would suggest be part of different study groups, or make study groups of like-minded student and prepare. You are good with law, you help them with law. Somebody is good with tax, he will help you with tax. So don't suffer in silence. Because nowadays people are spending a lot of time alone, even though they have this mobile thing, but those are all digital friends. Make real friends, and that will reduce your stress. Okay. Next is, there are cases of students who got good support of the family, friends, mentors, and they were able to crack the exam even if they had reached the depression mode. We have that cases. We have student. Okay, we thought that this fellow is not going to complete the CA course, but then with lot of friends, family support, he was able to do it. But if you always have family, friends, mentors, supporters around you, you will be always in a situation that yes, somebody is there with us. You can talk to them, express yourself. So therefore, sharing is not a weakness. It's a wisdom. A great saying is that sharing is not a weakness. So talking to others, sharing your notes, taking their notes is not at all a problem. If you have made a good summary chart of FM, you can share it with your friends. How to relax, how to avoid stress and anxiety, This is what I practice even now. Today also I did this. I went for 45 minutes of walk. Where do I go for walk? I go to work in park. There are walking tracks also in Pune where people can go for walk. There are hills also where we can go. So find a place where you can walk and enjoy the nature. If you love dance, then dance. And if you don't love dance, then shut yourself in a room where nobody is watching. Start your TV or mobile, some loud music, and dance like mad. Don't bother. Nobody's watching you. Even if people watch, don't bother about them. What they will do, they're not going to make you happy. Okay. So, some form of dance. And of course, yoga is a big stress reliever. 15 to 20 minutes, if you do, whatever you do, is also enough. Exercise. Okay. Whatever you can, 15 minutes, 20 minutes is good enough. When you exercise, walk, dance, do yoga, happy hormones are released. Okay. And it has been proven by the science when happy hormones are released, they are big stress busters. And if it is possible, do 10 jumping jacks before revision. Before you start revising your FM, jump 10 times. Take a rope and try to jump. Okay. I'm sure some of you are doing it and more of you will do it in future. Do not compromise with the sleep. Sleep is sacred. How many hours? I believe 6 hours is enough. You can go up to 8 hours also. And do not drink coffee, tea, or such material after 6 p.m. They're not good for sleep. If you get a good sleep, I don't think you need any other form of medicine. I practiced it every day. I sleep 6 to 8 hours, minimum 6, on a higher side 8. And I have found that most of the time, I don't need any medicine. Okay. Some people may say just sleep 3 hours, 4 hours. For a few people, it might work. Our leaders, politicians, they sleep for 3 to 4 hours because they have so much of work to do. Okay, they have to manage so many parties, so many things they have to, so many politicians they have to snatch from other party. Okay, overnight. So they can't sleep much, but you can sleep. There is a story of a bamboo tree. There are some type of bamboo trees in certain countries where after the seeds are sown, first 5 years, there's no growth. And you think that, oh, all my efforts have gone waste. But in the 6th year, suddenly it shoots up to 80 feet. Okay. That is simply, it means keep putting your effort. Your roots are building. Have some patience and you'll get the success. You will see the result. Exactly same thing happens in our CA course. You have to put lot of efforts. First few months, you may not feel that I have done really great, but yes, your results will show that you have done something great. So this is my final thought now, that I repeat, it is not the load that breaks you. It is not the load that breaks you. It is how you carry it. Depending upon how you carry the load, if you have to carry a big boulder like this and you carry it like this, you may feel tired. But if you carry it overhead or keep it on the head and then walk, it will be little better than that. CA is not just about clearing the exam. One good thing about our courses, it helps you to become a strong personality also. It helps you to become more mentally strong, and you can face the world easily. So smile, breathe, and conquer. So all the best for your journey. And I believe that you enjoyed this lecture. You can also share it with your friend, and I'm sure you'll come out with a strong personality. Now I'm going to take some questions which our students have asked me. First was, why do the course often feel so overwhelming even when we are trying to stay organized? That is the beauty of our CA course. The syllabus is quite vast, and papers are also not very straightforward. They're not repeated. You get new questions. Amendments are also happening continuously. And therefore, it is bound that sometimes you may feel overwhelmed. But don't lose the track. As you have planned, as you have organized your things will come back to place in the course of time sooner than later. The second question is it normal to feel anxious just thinking about certain subjects or classes? Oh my God, yes, sometimes it is possible. When I was a student, I did not like these theory subjects much, and especially the technology or related subjects. So I was a little stressed, but then what I did, I used to make simple notes for such subjects. I used to revise more number of times such subjects. And that way I was able to score good marks. In fact, in my CA intermediate, I got 69 marks in law, which I never thought I will get. Or for example, in foundation course, I had got something in the range of 80s, my economics subject. I don't remember 80 marks or 70 marks. But again, it was theory and still I was able to do, because if you are a little worried about a certain subjects, give more time, practice more, make your more notes. The third question is, can academic pressure put our mental and emotional health in the long run? I don't think so. Our course is designed to make you more mentally strong, more emotionally strong. Okay. And therefore, this pressure is required. Once you qualify, the pressure is 10 times more than your academic pressure. If you work in a big corporate, you always have a pressure. You have deadlines, you have meetings, you have board meetings. The top management would want you to do this and that. Okay. One of my students who qualified in that IAS exam, he worked under Prime Minister Modi, and then one day he expressed his views as to how it is working with uh, Prime Minister in the PMO. He says the Prime Minister might call him anytime, and he says, I want this file, you should go through and give me a report in minus 1 hour. Can you believe minus 1 hour? The boss is saying that you have to finish this in minus 1 hour. Minus 1 hour here means you have to do it very fast, immediately. And there are hundreds of pages the officer has to go through. But then he said it's a great experience because we were trained in our CA course to handle so much of pressure. Imagine. Okay. Fourth question is, how can we manage multiple deadlines and assignments without being feeling crushed? Good question. For that, the planning is very, very important. We also have all these challenges in our life. We have to meet a lot of deadlines, but then make a plan. Make a plan in advance. You're working in corporate, you know what is expected of you for the next month. Make the plan, keep it ready. How much every line item would require you to complete, how much you can delegate to your juniors if you can, and try to make certain standardized way of doing things that will really save a lot of time for you. One more student has asked, what should we do when we get stuck on a topic and feel frustrated or hopeless? That's a very good question. Nowadays, because so much of technology is available, chat GPT is available, YouTube is available, friends are available. When you get stuck on a topic, you can do some research on your own. And you have this AI, artificial intelligence, Gemini or chat GPT or whatever. Most of the time, they're able to give you good answers for your topic. Most of the time, not every time. Secondly, revise more number of times for difficult topics where you are getting stuck. Try to make simple notes. You can get it done from chat GPT. You can put your paragraph there, and you can ask them to summarize. So that way you can reduce your frustration. Talk to your friends who have studied the topic. One more query is, how can we stay calm and confident during presentations or oral exam? A very good question. See, when we are giving presentation or oral exams, we are always in a stressful situation. We don't know what can be asked. Like today, I was a little stressed at the beginning when this presentation was about to start. Yesterday, I made this presentation, what you saw. I made a lot of changes. I took the help of Google also to get some quotes and examples. I'm telling you that. But then preparation is very important. Practice is important. So if you have to give presentation, then maybe at your home you can do one practice. If you have your brothers and sister, tell them to sit down and give the presentation. If you have a spouse, force him or her to sit down and you give your presentation and take their feedback. Maybe you can try 1 or 2 times, 3 times. Okay, just like when I had also appeared for IAS exam. So I have gone to IAS interview board also. For those who don't know, that was not disclosed in my introduction. I wanted to keep it simple. But because you have asked about it, in the IAS interview, they can ask you anything. There are 5 great personalities with a lot of experience sitting there. So I went for mock interview sessions. I hired or I paid fees for some agencies, some coaching classes which conduct mock interviews. I gave 5, 6, 7 mock interviews. So I was able to understand as to how to improve myself. So for presentation, oral exam, I think pre-preparation is required. Is it okay to drop a subject or course if it is affecting our mental health? Uh, Depends whether it is short term or long term. If it is a short term problem, I think you should wait. The things might improve. But if it is a long term problem for years together, it is affecting your mental health, then maybe it is better to call it a day and drop it. Sometimes it is a good decision to drop certain things. Don't hold too much. Sometimes let go is the best option. And I will suggest, if it is affecting your mental health for a long period of time, just let it go. The world is very beautiful and bright outside, and you have ample of opportunities in life, and you can be successful in those fields which you like the most. One student has, what should I do if I fall behind in a course and start panicking? Good question. It happens with a lot of people. And you have to again make a fresh schedule, make a new timetable, get the things in order, and you should tell yourself that I am going to do this time correctly. Find out the reason why you could not achieve the target earlier and try to avoid those reasons when you start preparing again. Don't panic. Wait for some time. Think what is going wrong. Write it down. Talk to your friends. Talk to your teachers. Talk to your parents. Talk to some mentors who can guide you. Then next is, how do you recommend we handle course we find extremely difficult or boring? This question is, how do we find, if the topic is difficult, how do we handle it? Now I will suggest, there are no subject or course which are difficult or boring. That is my opinion. It is your liking for that subject. Now if somebody will ask me, sir, will you study that information technology subject or nowadays the strategic management subject, I may find it boring. But then there are students who like it. There are teachers who like it and they teach it so well. Or another example is, some students don't like law subject. But then I have found some student who like law subject like anything. Develop the love for the subject. Develop the love for the subject. And once you develop the love for the subject, it will neither be difficult nor boring. Okay, that is the answer for that question. Otherwise, everything is boring. If you don't like movies, for people, movies are also boring. If you don't like cricket, like my family member does not like cricket, the moment cricket match starts, she would go and sleep or do some other work, but she will not watch the cricket match. So same thing happens with the subjects also. You have to develop a love for that subject and it automatically becomes easier. Next question, please.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for your time. Thanks. We are confident that students have gained benefit from your knowledge, sir, on this topic. And also, I would like to thanks to all the students for their active participation. We thanks to our chairman and vice chairman, sir, for taking this initiative. Please join us on this run series every Tuesday and Friday from 4 to 5 p.m. to learn and grow. Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much.